then that means you obviously have the wrong image of who I am as a person. The cat's out of the bag. Boyce is old cussing motherfucker, and that's who he's gonna be. And then the third thing is do not keep, anybody, again, if you bring up the Charles Wu stuff, all I can say is go to his program, go, sign up and be a student in his class, and then I'll hear what you have to say. If you're just a person on the street, that's the thing. We got a lot of people that do a whole lot of talking, but ain't nobody supporting nothing. Ain't nobody helping pay no bills. We pay black people. We hire black people. We build programs in the black community. We fund black schools. We have done more in the last month than most of these yapping weak sons of bitches have done their whole entire life. Seriously, and I'm not making that up. And we're proud of that because we did it. We did it in a way that was, see, somebody saying, Dr. Boyce, stop commenting and move on from this point. You looking like Dr. Umar. See, stuff like that. I mean, I understand what you're trying to say, but stuff like that will get you blocked because I don't want to hear that stuff. Like, no, I'm not Umar Johnson. Umar is Umar. So go to Umar. Go talk to him, go hear what he has to say, and whatever it is, like, that's fine. But what I'm saying to you is that, at the end of the day, I stand behind everything I've done. Like, I will never not be transparent about what we're trying to do. I will never not be transparent about some shit that you actually invested in. Like, so if you gave me money, if I said I want to raise $1 million for a school, and you asked me, what did you do with the money, I'm going to tell you what I did with the money. I'm never going to tell you you don't have a right to know that. But if you come up and you didn't donate to the school and you say, what did you do with the money? I'm going to say it's none of your damn business. If you were an investor, then you have a right to say something. If you're not an investor, then what are you here for? Right? So ultimately that's the difference. That's the main difference between me and Umar. For the moment, I was making a point earlier and then the video got kind of lagged, so I decided to restart everything. So as I was saying, I'm very, very proud. I'm very, very happy. I finished my first 5-mile race, and I told you guys I was going to check back in after the race was over, and here I am checking back in to encourage you to elevate your game, whatever it is you're trying to do. I want to see you achieve whatever goal matters to you, and that's something that should matter to you. It shouldn't matter to you because it matters to me. It should matter to you because it matters to you. Now, let me go back to what I was saying earlier. So today, I'm gonna tell you what I think that I just had, like, one of those days. You ever have a day where just stuff just gets on your nerves, and you're just kind of like, okay, you know what? Let me just make some shit really clear in terms of just how, I think you need to kind of understand how little I care. Like we can reset, almost like the stock market. When I teach my students about the stock market, we talk about a market correction. I think there needs to be a correction in the perception that people have of me. Now, the reason I bring that up is because I had two things that kind of kept popping up where people felt like maybe they were helping me, but they weren't helping me. It's like when you start doing things, when you're public, people get in your ear and they're telling you what to do and what's right and what's wrong and what's good and what's bad and what you need to change and all that. And so I had people, come to me, for example, and say, oh, you shouldn't cuss so much in your live streams. When you cuss, it's just bad. It's not good. It's bad for your brand. And my response to them is, well, I understand that cussing bothers you, but I don't really give a fuck. Like, I cuss. That's what I do. That's who I am. I'm a man who cusses. Okay, fuck that. That's just what I do. If cussing bothers you, then don't come. Like, leave, go, please, unsubscribe. Like, I'm not in this game for popularity. I'm not in this game to get people to like me. I got mine. My people got theirs. The people that are with me, that roll with me, they either got theirs or they're getting theirs, and they're gonna be doing good. The ship, the black people, the powerful black people ship has been built. It's filled with Negroes, not Negroes, strong black people. The Negroes are the ones who are running around here like chickens with their head cut off. It's filled with black people who are going to do well in the future, and they're gonna be fine. I'm not really in this game to make friends. I'm not in this game to be popular. I'm not in this game for people to like me. And to be real with you, I don't really even give a fuck if you trust me. Now, why should I not give a fuck if you trust me? I don't give a fuck if you trust me because you shouldn't believe what I say just because you trust me. If I give you financial advice, you shouldn't just believe it just because you like me. You shouldn't buy into it just because you think maybe I'm charismatic or popular or powerful or important or intelligent or whatever it is. Like, all these things that you might think about me, I think that's great, and I appreciate that very much. But you need to verify the information for yourself, and you need to do it because it's good for you, not because I told you to do it. And so I bring this up because there were two things that kept coming up. One is this, the cussing thing. The other is that people keep bringing up this shit with Charles Wu. Now, I have told people 1,000 times, in the Black Business School, we have over 40-something different programs, several departments, dozens and dozens of people that we compensate as contractors. Charles and his program in the Digital Underground is one program. That's one program out of 40-something. And and at the end of the day, when people ask me, well, what about Wu? What about Charles Wu? You work for this Asian man. Oh, this Asian man done killed your credibility, Doc. I'm like, fuck you. If I had no credibility with you before this happened, then you don't even need to be here. Why would you even listen to me? Why are you here? I don't want you here. I want you to go. Like, you have no place here. Like, why would you listen to a lying-ass nigga who's just on the internet talking shit? Like, if that's who I am and that's what you think I am, then fuck you, go away and be somewhere else. If somebody else can give you better information or can give you better guidance, then by all means, let me make a list of recommendations for you, because I don't care. I gain nothing from influencing somebody who is going to lose faith in everything we've talked about because you saw me working with an Asian guy. Seriously, I have done 10,000 videos, 10,000 articles over a 20-year period, and you're focused on one moment. It took one situation to somehow crumble all the credibility that you had built up in your head. Well, then you was a shady nigga anyway, so go away. I'm sorry. Like, that, to me, that just isn't something that I can even respect. So my position on this is, look, I'm not trying to use the N-word. I do apologize for that part, because I don't mean to. It comes out. I'm sorry. That's just who I am. I can't apologize for being me. But my point on all this is to say, when people keep bringing up the Charles Wu stuff, I'm sitting there looking at them like, wow. No wonder we get our asses kicked by every culture on this planet. No wonder we are in last place in damn near every category that equates to educational or economic progress. No wonder we can't build nothing because we want to burn everything down. Like, no wonder. Because we will put all our energy into the dumbest shit, that the most dumbest irrelevant shit that ever came to be. I can tell you this. I'm going to tell you like this, just be real with you. I could go over to the Asian community and I could go and say something that's offensive to Asians or whatever. And there are some Asian people that'll be like, we don't like this guy, but he has information that we need. So we're going to get this information so we can learn how to do something better for ourselves. We're not trusting the information because we trust your credibility or because we like you. We trust the information because we looked it up and it's valid and it actually helps us achieve a goal. That's the objective. So when people ask me about the Charles Wu thing, I'm a little baffled by it. I'm like, okay, I think people enjoy the trolling process, which is fine. That's what you do. You sit in your mama's basement trolling people all day because that's why you ain't got nothing. That's why you're going to go work for a white man on Monday, because you don't put energy into building for yourself. You spend energy like destroying things that are black. Okay, fine. That's fine. But the thing that's interesting, I'll say this. When everything happened with Charles, it was like, my thought was, okay, this is one program. It's a premium program for very serious crypto investors. And I can tell you, I said, so what do they think? I asked them, I said, so what would take a vote? Ask them, do they want to still learn from Charles? Do they hate him? Because that's who I'm paying attention to, are the people who are supporting the business. Most of the people who say something negative about your business are people who never supported the business in the first place. Most of the people who have something horrible to say are people who will never give you a nickel, never help you pay an employee. Now, all the black people, I've had probably 30 black people come to me for money this month, and I've helped them pay bills and feed their children and all kinds of stuff. They'll never help you do any of that. But so those people don't matter. If you weren't helping to support what we're trying to do as far as elevating the community, then your opinion does not matter. You have no vote. You don't vote because you didn't contribute, so you don't count really. So when you tell me, oh Doc, you lost some credibility because of the such and such, I ain't got time to give a fuck about what credibility I have with you, because I'm trying to feed family members. I'm trying to take care of people. I'm trying to handle business. So first thing I did was I said, let's go to the students who are in this program that Charles is running. Let's talk to them. Let's have them vote. Do y'all think this guy's an ass? Do y'all want to get rid of this faculty member? Because apparently this teacher, who's one of many faculty members that we have in our institution, he said some stuff that doesn't sound good when you chop it up and slice it up on a video. But y'all know him. Do y'all want to keep him or y'all want to let him go? Overwhelmingly, they said, we want to keep him. We love him. I think out of hundreds and hundreds, out of almost 1,000 people in that program, maybe 6 said that they wanted to go. The other 900 and something said, we don't really care, if who likes who. We're here to figure out how to build and make some money for our family. So at that point, what I did was I said, okay, well, keep him there. Keep him in that program. That's where he works. That has nothing to do with the way the rest of the Black Business School runs. And so what is interesting is that of course, you're going to hear from the trolls and stuff who say, oh, well Charles Wu runs the Black Business School. Well, if you're so stupid that you think that one of my faculty is the CEO of my company, then you're too retarded to even be in our space. Like, you shouldn't be here. Like, I don't even want to talk to you. I'm sorry. And I'm gonna just tell you the truth. This is why I'm not cut out to be a black leader. I don't want to be a black leader. I never referred to myself as a black leader. I might be an influencer for people that are looking for guidance and information. I do have a real doctorate. You can look it up. But at the same time, I don't want to be a leader because people think that because they've identified you as a black leader, they think that you care about everyone and that you want everyone to listen to you and that you want everyone to like you and that you want everyone to respect you. I don't care about everyone liking me and respecting me. I don't care I don't need everyone to listen to me. I don't care about being mainstream. That doesn't matter to me. I'm really here for the people. To me, it's like either you think that what I'm sharing with you is valid or you don't. And it's okay if you don't. If you think that it's not valid because you saw me in a video, because you saw an Asian man talk about me in a video, then okay. Then fuck you. Go. Get out. Why are you here? Like, you think I'm asking you to stay? No, I'm not asking you to stay. The people who actually, respect the information, who value the information, they're the ones who I care about. They're the ones who I talk to. Those are the ones who I'm here for. But even people in that category, I need you to understand, I do not want you to listen to what I'm saying because you like me. I don't want you to listen to what I'm saying just because you somehow trust that I'm not, somehow using some suspicious marketing tactic or whatever. We use high-tech marketing in everything that we do, the same way corporations use it to sell you malt liquor, cigarettes, and motherfucking sneakers. Like, seriously, like we use the most advanced marketing techniques you can imagine that we can find available because our goal is to convince black people to want to educate themselves and to want to embrace financial literacy. Now, if that somehow becomes the scam of the century, then I can't help you. If you think that makes us sinister and evil and bad, well, again, all I can say is fuck you. Like, seriously, it's like, well, then okay, let's say we achieve our evil goal. We get 1 million black people to want to educate their children about wealth, and they all pay $99 to change their children's lives. Then, oh my God, we should probably go to prison for that. What the hell's wrong with you? And you got people out here selling you all kinds of bullshit. The Black Panther movie wasn't nothing but a mind fuck. All they did was they used every Charles Wu marketing strategy you can imagine. They used it all to get you excited about going to see this movie, and you're gonna go write Marvel a check for $250 million. That's what you're gonna do, and all they're gonna give you is a good time. They're gonna give you 2 hours of entertainment, and then you're gonna go on your merry way and still be broke as fuck, still living your shitty life, still stuck in your situation, still getting your ass kicked by the white man, still stuck under white supremacy. All of that. At the very least, let's assume that we use the same marketing tactics that Disney uses to get you to watch the Black Panther. Let's say our marketing tactics are the same. Well, you can go over to the Black Business School and I can show you 1,000 testimonials, several hundred at the very least, of people who will tell you that it changed their lives. I'm talking about people who said, I spent $189 and now my children are completely different people because they were introduced to the power of wealth at an early age. I can show you people who say, I didn't even think about investing until I heard from Boyce Watkins, or I heard from the Black Business School, or I talked to Dr. Venetia Dutra or Attorney Tanya Nebo or whatever. I got people who also will email me and say, yeah, that I didn't like that Charles Wu video, but that guy learning what he's taught us so far has really helped me to elevate my business. And at that point, that's all I care about. I'm not in any game to be popular. If you spend your life playing a popularity game, then you will be also be playing the lack of productivity game. You're going to spend all your time wrapped up in your feelings, wrapped up in your emotions, not working with people that you don't like, trusting the wrong people because you like them or whatever. And the next thing you know, you'll wonder why your life isn't going anywhere. One of the things that I figured out is that from the very beginning, when I first started even talking to the public, is I said this. Look, here's my thing. My thing was, I'm learning a lot of secrets that white people know, that they teach their children. I'm teaching their children in Syracuse. I'm teaching their kids how to go to Wall Street, how to make $1 billion, and all these other things. And I'm like, why don't black people know these things? Black people should know this. This should be common knowledge. Everybody should know this. But now I understand why. We don't know it because we spend our time distracted by stupid stuff. So what I'm trying to say is, like, I think that it's like, I just want to get this clear. Like, I think some people have me fucked up. Like, some people really think Dr. Boyce is like this very polite little man who wants everyone to love him. And that is just not true. I don't want everyone to love me because I don't love everybody. I don't like some people. I just want to fucking put them in a damn box and throw them all off a bridge because you're destroying the community. You have no value in terms of what we're trying to build for the future of black people. So I don't like you. I'm not trying to. No, somebody be like, well, Doc, if you change your message and do this and this, you can reach the people who I'm like, I don't want to. Some people I don't really want to reach. It's like, no, if you are that determined to find any little reason to not listen to what I'm sharing with you, then fuck you. If I do a great video and I'm going to break down the pillars of wealth and explain how people make millions of dollars on the stock market, and your comment is, yeah, but Charles Wu is your boss, I can't help you. You're obviously too fucking retarded to even understand good information when it comes to you. I can take good information and put it in use. I don't give a fuck if Donald Trump is the person who gave me that information. If Donald Trump tells me something secret about real estate and how to make money on real estate and I can apply that, I'm going to apply it so I can compete with the Donald Trumps of the world. I don't need to like you in order for me to receive the information that you're sharing. I don't need to even trust you because I can go validate the information for myself. Trust can even be a dangerous thing. A lot of y'all sat around and really just trusted anything that came out of Barack Obama's mouth, and they played you with that. They played you 1,000,000 times over because they were like, oh, well, if black people like you and trust you, then you could tell them that the sky is purple and they'll believe it, right? So I'm not saying Barack's a bad guy, but I'm just telling you that's how it works. Everybody knows that black people are incredibly gullible. Very gullible. Everybody knows this. And everybody knows that black folks will fall for whatever. Now, here's my thing. I also know how gullible black people are. I know this. Right? So ultimately, we were saying, okay, how do we use marketing tactics for those people who have to be tricked into doing something that's going to be good for them, the same way you trick your child into eating vegetables because you want your child to be healthy. Your child wants to eat candy bars, so you're like, how do I trick my child, or how do I find a way to convince my child that vegetables are a good thing? So I was like, how do I find a way to use what I was already been doing, because I've been doing this for 10 years. You can go back and check the record. I was like, how can this videos for 10 years? I was writing articles 20 years ago. I was like, how can I find a way to help black folks understand that it's important to invest in their education? Or how can I help black people understand that it doesn't make sense that you will question a $90 product being sold by a black man, but you'll go buy a $200,000 university education from a white man, and that education will leave you in debt for the rest of your life. You go to these universities and you give them all your money so you can learn from mediocre PhDs who can't even give you a degree that's going to get you where you want, and then they put you in debt for life. The average black college graduate is going to die in debt. Well, the default rate on student loans for black students since 2003 is about 50%. Most of those students owe more money now than they owed when they actually graduated. So why would you go sign up for that, but then somehow feel like it's scamish when a group of black PhDs with the same credentials, in many cases better, are actually giving you higher quality education for a literally 1/100th of that cost, or 1/50th or something like that? Like, why would you say that? What would lead you to conclude that? And so my thinking is this: look, there are people who kind of get it, and those are the people that I talk to. The people who give me a bunch of shit, I ain't really got to be here. I don't have to be here. Like, I don't really have to talk to the public. I could just talk to the students in the Black Business School, and that's it. I could just be in a university somewhere. I could be on Wall Street somewhere. I got students that work on Wall Street. So what I'm trying to say to you is, I'm not really trying to get liked. I'm not trying to be a black leader. I'm not trying to get everybody to trust me. Either you trust me or you don't. Either you looked in my eyes through the 20,000 hours of video that I've done over time, and you said, you know what, I think I trust what this guy's saying. If there's a chance that he's telling me something that might actually help me, so either you trust me or you don't. And even if you trust me, I want to warn you, you still need to make sure you trust yourself, and you got to validate everything that somebody tells you. Never trust me or anybody to the point where I can come out and tell you any kind of lie, and you're going to go run with it just because you trust me and just because you like me. So that's a warning even for the people that trust me. So I'm just trying to say, at the end of the day, I had this crazy day, right? Those are the three things that kind of hit my mind. I'm just having a moment of honesty in terms of sharing this, because I want to make sure it's out there. You know, I'm not trying to maintain a facade. You know, look, I'm very proud of myself. I did my first 5-mile race today in 7-degree weather, and I'm damn proud of myself because I had a breakthrough in terms of weight loss. The second thing is, I was thinking about people telling me not to cuss. If you don't like me cussing, then please get the fuck out. Go, run away. Please get out now. Go, unsubscribe, detach, block, whatever you gotta do. Just go. Don't be, please. Just because we be cussing up in here, and it comes out. I'm not going to try to stop it because I'm a human being, and I need you to know that I'm human, which means I'm going to make mistakes and all this stuff. Don't stop making me a superhero. I even took off my Superman shirt because I said, oh my God, they're going to think I'm a superhero again, and I don't want that. 3 is the piece about the whole Charles Wu thing. I issued my official statement. I did about 10 hours of video about Charles Wu. I'm not going to talk about Charles Wu anymore. If you are in that class that Charles Wu is teaching, then you're the only person that is going to get listened to, because you're putting your money where your mouth is. If somebody, and then the same thing true in your life. If somebody ain't helping you pay your bills, then who cares what they think about how you run things in your house? So when it comes to Charles Wu, I went to his students and I took a vote and said, do y'all want this guy teaching you, or do you not want this guy teaching you? They said, all's forgiven, let's move on, let's get back to making money. And I said, okay, if that's what y'all want, then that's what we're going to do. So everybody outside of that, anybody who has not put a nickel into the Black Business School, where we're educating 57,000 black people, then you can kindly just shut the fuck up. Just go. You don't matter. It's not in our world, because we're trying to build something for the people that want to build. The people that don't want to build, what's going to happen is you come in with that woo shit, you're going to get blocked. You come in that whole well, Doc, I don't know if I can trust you because you work with this black Chinese man. You're going to get blocked. Just know that. You're not welcome here. We don't want you in this space. So I want to just make that 100% clear. It's not me defending any particular person, because I don't want to be connected to what anybody else says or anybody else does. That goes for every faculty member that we contract with or that works with any program that we have. But at the same time, I'm not here trying to make a million friends. I'm not here trying to be mainstream. I'm not here trying to be the most famous man in the world. I'm trying to do one very basic thing. I'm trying to make sure that there's nobody in my community who can say the reason this white man got ahead of me is because he got financial literacy and nobody offered it to me. I want to make sure that there's no black person who can say that I can't figure out a way to build wealth because I didn't have access to whatever it is that white people have access to that allows them to build wealth. You can't say that. I'm all over the internet. We have spent probably $1 million on Facebook ads over time, advertising nothing more than knowledge, information, PhD level concepts, all kinds of stuff at the absolute highest levels, to the point where universities are very nervous and very uncomfortable about the fact that we're basically taking their $200,000 commodity and we've reduced it to where people can get it for $99 a month, sometimes even free. It's all out there. I did all this so that the day that I die, the day that I'm gone from this earth, it'll be there for anybody that wants it. Anybody that wants a temporary dad, I have offered myself up as a temporary dad. Anybody who wants a black professor who never had a black professor, you can't say you never had a black professor, because there's always been a black professor right here with you, ready to be real with you and honest with you about every single thing that comes to mind. Every single thing I've learned in 46 years of being on this earth, I have shared it openly and widely and broadly, and I can share it at a level that only corporations have that level of distribution. Most corporations can get this distribution level. A lot of them can, but individuals can't do that because they don't understand business models. Most individuals I know don't know how to build a company that can do the things that we can do. So that's my final point on that. I'm going to go upstairs. and take a bath because I'm done with my race. Some of y'all probably think I done lost my mind or something like that, and I probably have. I told you that I had a breakthrough. I figured it out. I ran this race. I finished this race, and I was like, I'm a different person now. I ran 5 miles for the first time ever in a race. I got my medal. That's why I'm wearing this corny looking medal, but it's not corny to me because I love it. And I was riding home, and maybe I was kind of grumpy too, but I was thinking, I'm tired of the people telling me that I shouldn't cuss. Like, no, I don't know. Then why don't you just go? Like, stop telling me not to cuss. Like, you act like you want to love me and you want to be in love with. It's like trying to date somebody that don't like you, or somebody like that loves the color red, or they like to eat spaghetti, and you're like, I want to fall in love with you, but you got to stop eating spaghetti. Well, no, if you can't love me as a spaghetti eater, then I don't want you to love me. Like, just go. Like, I can date somebody else, and so that's the other thing. So no, stop telling me not to cuss, or that somehow it doesn't fit my brand. Then that means you obviously have the wrong image of who I am as a person. The cat's out of the bag. Boyce is old cussing motherfucker, and that's who he's gonna be. And then the third thing is do not keep, anybody, again, if this is a moment where I probably came off more emotional than y'all typically see me. No, I'm actually pretty emotional in every video. I think that I realized what I needed to do. I needed to give like a state of Boyce address, the state of the union, like state of Boyce, to make it 100% clear. I don't care if you like me or not. I'm not trying to maintain some sort of image because I don't want to be trapped by that. I'm just a guy with a real PhD. I share my dissertation on my page so you guys can go read it and see that I really wrote this shit, that I really did all this stuff, that I really know all this stuff. I'm just a person who says, I think I have a solution. Here it is. That's it. I didn't say like I need you to love me. I didn't say I need you to trust me or like me or respect me or see me in a certain light. I didn't say all of that. I think that the ideas should speak for themselves. Don't talk about whether you like me. Talk about whether you like the ideas. And if whether you like me or not causes you to miss the ideas, then you'll understand why your life is where it is. You'll understand why your community don't get nowhere, because you can't put aside your emotion and focus on what actually matters. So anybody on my YouTube channel or anywhere else bringing up that Charles Wu stuff, you come in and trolling like that, we're going to block you. We're going to report you because you're technically harassing black people who are trying to build, and I'm not going to allow that. So anyway, so those of you who are part of this, who do support, I love you, I respect you, and I don't mean to make it sound mean or anything, but at the end of the day, let's put all that to the side and focus on doing what's best for your family. And if you feel that something we offer is good for you and your people and good for your family, then do it. If you don't feel like it's good for your family, then don't do it. It's that simple, straight up. So anyway, I'm going to go, guys. Have a good day, and I love you. Talk to you soon.